It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Knicks, 3 games behind.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. And for New York, and the Raptors making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Well, Clark, we've got lots of games left, but it's already been a very interesting season so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. I've especially enjoyed, though, seeing the rookies get settled in. I mean, that's always something that I kind of prioritize in my observations. Just watching how these guys adjust to the pro game is always pretty fascinating to me.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Just 5 on the clock. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York. But Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you guys.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Out to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Bridges got his second bucket of the night.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. Mercy, mercy me.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Back to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. And here's Quickly for 3. The Knicks leading by 8. Inside, Williams with the steal. It's Barrett on the wing. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Good on the bucket. Brunson's got 10.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock to the paint. And Williams with the stuff.
This is why Williams, guys, lob it his way. He knows what to do with it.
Quickly against Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Johnson. Misses the wing jam. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The Knicks leading by 8. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's McBride in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Barnes, who's checked in for the Raptors. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's Shamet. Back to Alvarado. Drains the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Pass to Alvarado. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And Toronto also making a switch. Quickly's checked in. Here's McBride. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Johnson goes in, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Knicks leading by 7. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. The Raptors also with a sub. Ingram's checked in. And here's Johnson outside. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Back to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson from long distance.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ingram finds Johnson. Back to Ingram. And stolen by Hart. Pass to Bridges. Brunson outside. Muscling it in, Brunson.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
And here's Johnson outside, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. Look at Johnson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Really starting to connect with his teammates. I mean, a really heads-up player for a rookie.
Outstanding ball handler. He's a pace setter as well, facilitates nicely. I could go on and on and on. This kid's incredible.
With the oh my goodness! What a play!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Barnes. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his third assist on the night. Brunson against Johnson, and Brunson gets it to go.
And, you know, for Brunson, it's always about taking what he sees in these sets. He's an excellent decision maker.
Barrett the pass to Johnson. Latrey, a three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 27 points.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here is Anunoby. 5 points in the game. And they get it back. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Good D by Johnson. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 3. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at the Knicks, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
Talk about stretching the floor. Great percentage from deep. You have to guard him out there. That provides spacing for this team.
And it opens things up for everyone else. Those driving lanes are just big when he's there.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for OG Anunoby. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Barrett is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Mark Williams. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. It's blocked.
This says to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Bridges. Brunson with a clean look, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
You know, you look at Ingram, and he's slight of build, and some folks question whether he could be an effective inside scorer in the NBA with every bucket like that. Those questions are being answered.
To the inside. A shot by Williams, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Johnson, good.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Brunson going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half. Ingram a screen on Brunson. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Towns. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Johnson can't hit. Alvarado from the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. From beyond. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Jose Alvarado. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's McBride in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Towns a screen on quickly. 4 on the shot clock. McBride's shot is off. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Johnson.
Oh, man.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Shamet kicks to Brunson. Outside, Towns. Right block shot. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
They set the screen. Nobody near Barnes. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Raptors also with a sub. Williams is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Robinson. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson gets the bucket. The Knicks leading by 3. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And it's quickly in the corner. Back to Johnson. The 3. Rebounded by Clarkson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Another hoop for Brunson. Really, he's one of the most potent scorers in the league. He's on a heater tonight, folks.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson, and it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. Brunson fires. The long shot, no good. Raptors trail by 4. Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Shoot from 8. The shot is good.
Staying under control. And unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Barrett subbed in for Quickly. Barnes, screen on Brunson. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Brunson, and he does not hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto, trailing by 2. There's a screen by Williams. Sinks the big jumper.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
With the step back, Jalen Brunson.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion, and his will and drive to win is infectious.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And down goes the 3.
I like that. Pivotal moment in the game, and Barrett showing some mental fortitude.
Towns, the screen. Hart missed on the 3.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Johnson, he takes it in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident. In the biggest moment of the game, yes.
Brunson fires. Johnson rips down the board. And the Raptors with possession. A 2-point game. Takes it inside.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brunson. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Now Anunoby from outside, and there's the 3.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Johnson surveying the floor. And good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jay.